guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've started off the video with no makeup on because basically I'm getting my Instagram followers involved, and I thought it would be fun to do a video. I've seen a few on YouTube before where basically I put up a poll on my Instagram story for two different options for each makeup product. Whoever obviously sees it gets to vote, and whatever product is most voted for I will use in this video, and I'm going to do a full face of makeup using the products that you guys picked on my Instagram. So if you do like the video and you want to see how this video turns out and what my look ends up looking like, if you guys pick the good things or not so good things, please keep watching and I hope you enjoy the video. I have already moisturised my face, so I'm not going to prime today, so I'm just going to get on straight to foundation. I asked everybody what foundation I should use, either the IT Cosmetics CC cream, which is my favourite foundation, or the W7 Genius Drops foundation. So that foundation isn't really my shade and it's not really my favourite foundation, to be honest. It's probably one of my least favourites that I own, which is why I put it on there, hoping that it wasn't picked, but it was. So if you can see, 46% voted IT Cosmetics and 54% voted W7, so I'm gonna have to use the drops, I'm afraid. These are the foundation drops. This foundation was literally £2.99, so I wasn't expecting massive things from it. I have had it a long time as well, so that probably doesn't help, but I'm just gonna shake it to hopefully help it. I don't even remember what this foundation is like because I haven't used it in so long, so I'm not going to drop it on my face. I'm going to drop it straight onto my hand because if you can see, it's so runny. I'm going to use a brush and just try and blend it in. I know this foundation isn't very good coverage, so I'm trying to kind of use a stippling motion rather than just rubbing it in, so it actually gets a bit better coverage and stays on a bit better. The problem is it's so runny, it feels oily, and I've got really oily natural skin, so I tend to stay away from products like this. I'm sure maybe if you've got different skin type it might work better for you, but for me this foundation just isn't really one of my favourites. But to be honest, it's not looking too bad at the moment. I thought it would be much worse than what it is. It's blending in fine. The shade that I've got also doesn't seem to be as bad as I remember. Maybe at the time I had a tan or something, because I'm really pale right now, so maybe, but I'm not sure how it's picking up on camera, but in person it doesn't actually look that bad at all. Quite surprised. So I'm pleasantly surprised by that foundation. It's actually worked out way better than I expected. I mean, it's not the best, it's really oily still, so like if I just touch it a tiny bit it all comes off on my hand, but it's not too bad on the face. So moving on to concealer, I either put the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define or the Technic Colour FX concealer. So the Technic one really wasn't my shade, it's actually darker than my foundation shade, so that wouldn't have gone well if that was picked, and the Revolution one is my daily go-to concealer, so I was hoping for that one, which if you can see there's 91% voted for Makeup Revolution and only 9% voted for Technique, so that's very good. So this is the concealer I'm going to use. This is in shade C2, so it is quite light, it's like a perfect shade for me really. So the next product is face powder. I put down the Fenty Beauty one in Banana. I kind of wish I never got that shade. I needed light, but I got Banana at the time because I wasn't sure. But it is a bit too dark for me really. And the other one was the W7 Banana Dreams, which is way more orange for my skin tone. So the Fenty one is much better. If you can see, 77% voted for Fenty and 23% voted for W7. So I'm going to be using Fenty's powder today. So it's this one and it's in the shade Banana. That surprisingly set this foundation really nicely, and that foundation actually doesn't look too bad on my skin now. Moving on, we've got bronzer. So I put two in there. I put my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, which I use most of the time, and I put my Sleek bronzer, which I haven't actually used for a very long time, but all I remember is it being quite dark for me, so that's why I don't really use it much anymore. But if you can see, 67% voted Benefit and 33% voted Sleek, so that means I'll be using the normal Hoola bronzer today, which I'm glad about. So next is blush. So I put two different blushes in. I actually put a powder one and a liquid one. So the powder one was from IT Cosmetics, and the Iconic London Sheer Blush, which is the liquid one. They sent me a bunch of them and I haven't actually had a chance to try them yet, so I thought it would be a good opportunity if it's picked in this video to use it. 23% of people voted for the IT Cosmetics powder and 77% voted for the Iconic. So I've got that here. I'm using the shade Rose Riot. I'm going to put just a little bit on my hand and then use my finger. I think that's going to be the best way to use it. I don't know how this is going to turn out, especially over powder, but I guess we'll see. So I don't mind how it looks. I don't know if you can see the difference. It does look quite nice. I don't know how well that's really working over powder, but I guess I'll just see. I mean, it's a bit more pink than I would usually wear for blush, but it's not too bad. So I don't know how well that blush is picking up on camera, but over powder it doesn't actually look too bad, and I think that's actually quite a pretty colour. It's a bit pinker than I would usually go for, but I don't actually mind it. I think it's quite nice. I definitely recommend that product. I didn't know what it was going to be like, but it's turned out way better than I expected. Next is highlight. So I was going to do a powder highlight, and then I seen my liquid highlights and I realised there were so many that I haven't actually had a chance to use yet. So lots that have been sent to me from different brands and stuff, so I thought I'd pop one in that I haven't actually used before to see you know, if it's chosen, what it's like, and I can do a kind of first impression on that as well, just like the Iconic blush. There's a company called Love Shine, and they sent me a bunch of products to test out and review, and one of them is a liquid highlight drops, so I put that one up, and a Jeffree Star liquid frost, which is not my shade at all. The Love Shy one got 85% and the Jeffree Star one only got 15%. So I'm going to be trying that one today. I've got the shade Rose Shimmer and it looks like this. So they sent me a bunch of these in loads of different shades, and I just haven't had a chance to try them. So I was excited to actually try this one. I've seen that you had voted for this one. I quite like it. I didn't realise how nice it would be. I'm definitely going to try this again. I was a bit worried when I put it on first because it's very pigmented, but I actually think that looks really nice. I think you need to blend it really quickly, and I would recommend using your finger because it's so much easier just to quickly blend it in, because if you don't do it quick, it will just dry up in one spot and then it's going to be really hard to blend. That's what I've kind of noticed with any liquid highlighter really. You need to just quickly work it quite quickly while it's been applied on, just so that it's easier to blend in. So with that product, I've noticed that a little bit goes a long way, because I scratched out quite a lot on my hand, but that really wasn't very necessary. So next we've got brows. So I put in two different options, either my brow gel, which I use on a day-to-day basis just for work, which is from ELF, and I put in the IT Cosmetics pomade, which you know, to fill out my brows. So I've given an option to either just brush through them or actually fill them out, and if you can see, 23% voted just to use the brow gel and 77% voted to actually fill in my brows. So I'm going to fill in my brows as requested. So I'm using this pomade again like I did in my IT Cosmetics video, and again I'm using Beauty Bay brushes. My brows are now filled in. We're now going to be moving on to eyes. So I put in two different eyeshadow palettes. The Blood Sugar palette by Jeffree Star, which I haven't actually recorded on camera yet or really tested out too much. I've used it about twice. My boyfriend got it for me for Christmas and I just haven't had a chance yet. So I put that one, or Pixie Beauty sent me their new palette, and I haven't tried that one either. So I kind of popped them both in to just test a look. And as you can see, 62% voted Jeffree Star and 38% voted Pixie. So I'm going to use the Jeffree Star palette. I haven't really looked in there yet. I haven't really planned out a look, so we're just going to see what happens. This is the palette that, if you haven't seen it, so it's a lot of reds, pinks, kind of bronzy colours. So I think I'm going to go for a kind of reddy pink look to go a bit out there. So I'm taking the shade Fresh Meat and I'm going to just put that in my crease. in with this grey shade, O Positive, and then I'm going in now with this shade, which is Candy Floss. So it's like a pink shimmery shade. I'm just going in with a flat brush, tapping that on. Then going back into Fresh Me and just tapping that on the edges just to darken it and blend it into the purpley pink shade. And then using the same shade again, I'm just going to go on my lower lash line and bring it all the way in. So I just did a really simple pink kind of look. So now I'm going to use the We Makeup mascara. This is their More mascara that they sent me. It is a nice mascara, but I do need to kind of wipe off the excess first because there's a lot of product that comes off on it. So it can make your eyelashes look too, you know, clumpy if you don't take off the excess. So just run through my eyelashes with this. As you can see, my top lashes are a nightmare, but my bottom lashes, it's gave them a really nice coat and gave them a lot of length, so I do really like this mascara. I actually forgot to tell you that you did vote for this mascara, so it was the We Makeup mascara that I've just used, or it was the 17 waterproof one. I wasn't really sure about that 17 one. I haven't used it in a while and I don't remember it being that great when I used it. 77% of people voted for We Makeup and 23% voted for 17, so I used that one. So next is lashes. Now I put two completely different lashes. So I put some really volumized long ones from Land of Lashes, and then I put some more natural ones from Eye Candy. 85% of people voted for the Land of Lashes ones and 15% voted for Eye Candy. So we're going for a very dramatic look today by the looks of it. So these are the lashes. They are very big. I haven't even tried these on before because they're so long. So today will be a first impression for these. So here are the lashes. They're very volumized. They're way longer than I would ever wear usually, but for a makeup look I don't mind them. They don't look too bad, I don't think. So next will be lipstick. So I picked two different shades. I picked a pink one from Sleek, which is the Matte Me one, or the purple one from MAC. They're both liquid lipsticks, and 67% voted for Sleek and 33% voted for MAC. So we're going for the Sleek one, which kind of goes with the makeup look anyway. So it's this one here. This one is in shade Shabby Chic. This is the lipstick, so it's pink that goes with the makeup. I mean, this ended up being a very glam dramatic look, but it's fine. So the last selection is setting spray, so I popped up two different ones. I put up the Makeup Revolution one, which is just my usual go-to, or the Essence Glow to Go, which is got like gold shimmer in it and it really glows you up. So 69% people voted for Makeup Revolution and only 31% voted for Essence. So we're going for the Makeup Revolution one, which is this one, the Hyaluronic Fix. Simple. So this is the final look picked by everybody on my Instagram, my followers. If you like this video, let me know and I can do some more like this, more interactive ones, maybe from YouTube comments and stuff like that. And let me know if you enjoyed the video, what you think of the look down below, if you've used any of the products that I used today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did like the video, please give it a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for more videos for when I post in the future. And I shall see you in my next one.